Yo, I'm Diggle. I hope you're good wherever you are in the world. We're going to have a quick look at why the Music Arts Revival group might be something of interest. So, sharing my screen. Within the Music Artist Revival, the main transformation system comes in the Artist Resurrection arc. So, it's a 26-week framework that transforms talented musicians from bedroom producers into profitable independent artists without medium record labels or viral content. So, as you'll see, this is very much at the moment a beta process that I have immense faith and excitement about, and it's uncocooning from gathering information and experience and spreading its wings. So, are you an independent artist stuck turning your music into a hobby instead of a business? Because this is who it's there for. So many of us have put years into our music artistry and learning how to sing, how to play instruments, learning to produce, finding producers, trying to see which parts of the creative process we most enjoy, how we like doing that, like the kind of artist way. Julie Cameron side of things, how do we create? How do we live a life that supports music creatively? How do we synthesize our experiences of this music that we like and love and want to share? There's a lot to it. So, because of that, and having to work jobs and live life, the business side of things can be put on the back burner. I also do think that there's a stigma about business. I think so you start putting business or sales, I think it conjures up the idea of like really gritty people in suits and selling as gross, and it's going to interfere with my artistry and all this kind of stuff. But selling service, all our favourite music artists sell something. Back in the day, if you're in your 30s like me, you've bought CDs. Excuse me. There are obviously vinyl, gig tickets, merch, all these things that have shaped our souls. These experiences that artists have sold us, we don't see it as something that was a bad thing to do. Like if you think about your favourite artist, a gig, an album, the price you paid for it was nothing compared to how it's molded you as a person, how it's helped glue parts of yourself together, the experiences you have as a human being, and then the inspiration that you've had to take things into your own music making, and the tapestry, flipping it the rug upside down, you can see all the bits of sewing, all the influences and experiences, and it's been a thread, or maybe it's been quite a lot, that on the outside, when you flip the rug the other way, which is obviously music and stuff, you might be able to see little bits, but you won't see the inner workings of it, like maybe you don't even realise. Well, sometimes I forget just how certain artists have impacted me. So the business side of things is massive, and you'll see later on that this is a huge transformational part of it. Learning how to sell, and your issues with money. I've had issues with money. I am resolving them. They're not fully resolved, but I'm resolving them. I had two beliefs about money. One, I wanted millions, and I wanted loads, and to be able to invest and contribute and have an awesome life, because life's too short, man. So, and I love people around me too much, and I want to contribute. I want to do awesome stuff with it. But then the other side of me, excuse me, was thought, it's better to not have any money, because then you're free with your time. It's too much of a pain in the ass. How was I going to make money? No wonder about limiting money beliefs. So I've been doing work on that, and I still am doing work on that. But selling is a huge part of that. So I wouldn't imagine that you're in a position where you need or are interested in the artist resurrection if you didn't have some sort of money issues or things to be resolved around money or selling, whether it's worth or self-worth things, or whether it's just not understanding that, of course, you can have snake oil salesmen, but you can also have, everything's got its opposite. You can be the opposite, and you can use it to sustain and thrive your life and contribute to people doing something you love, whether it would music, your art, it would be excuse me, the main source of income, or whether you would diversify your income so you have different bits, but it would be something that brought in income. Amazing. So that's what this will help a lot with. So what if you could follow a real-time 26-week roadmap built live with me to transform your art into income? At the time of the recording, this is beta. I put all these pieces together, and we'll see more about that in a second. I'm going to do it myself. My girlfriend is also going to do it, and I've reached out to one of my best friends, who's an amazing artist as well, to come in, because he just needs more people to go into it and transform through it, so that we can really mold the marble, get the David within it. It's there. It just needs cocooning. So we're gonna do that together, which is really exciting. We're all on the same team. So we've been doing it all wrong. Uploading song after song, buying more gear, chasing playlists, and still no audience and no revenue. So a lot of us, whether we're cheeky torrent hunters or we buy courses and VSTs, or however we make our music, maybe we work with other people and produce and in bands, the cycle essentially is make music, stream it, make content which we're not really sure about, and that's it. Maybe we gig, maybe we go on a tour with somebody, maybe it's a local tour. But that's really, I think, to be honest with the first two, the streaming and the socials, are basically where most people are at, or a huge amount of people are at. And it's just a cycle, because you spend all your time trying to get on content or getting numbers on Spotify, and then it doesn't happen. And then you're just stuck thinking it's you. You see other people's vanity metrics, like the views on Reels and follow accounts, and you think they've got X amount of followers. When really what we need to do is we need to have a period of inhale, because we've got inhale and exhale in life. Seas do it, our breath does it, everything has on and off, or passive, active. So we need an inhale and exhale. A lot of the time we're trying to exhale with content and streaming, and just doing it in pathways that are not bringing us an energy source back to revitalize us. And it needs to happen. Like if we breathe in, I'm going to say it's CO2, right? And breathe out, oxygen, yeah. Well, no, breathe in oxygen. This is why you're not buying or thinking of buying a biology course, because I can't remember the GCSEs. But yeah, breathing in that oxygen, breathing out CO2. And then obviously another system with trees and stuff that does the opposite. But there is a flow, an in and out flow, that creates a hole, and it moves, and we can thrive and be happy. So we need to be creating that, and we're not creating that. The part of the inhale is going dark. So that's anytime you've had something in your life where you've grown away from the outside world, or grown away from the outside world in an obvious way, that's been your inhale breath. Whereas your exhale breath, things like your content, boom, 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 the things that are going out there all the time. So this way of doing things is basically exhaling and creating a system that isn't bringing you fans, isn't bringing you income, isn't bringing you stability. So you're getting out of breath. and then you become out of breath all the time, you become exhausted. And that's what we're doing. So we try different things like YouTube tutorials or courses or just doing the same thing over and over again and not knowing what to do. We can get a downward spiral. I was having a look at the mental health with ICE, and it's really bad. I used Perplexity, which is my favorite AI research tool at the moment. I'm on with another one, but it looks at like PubMed and resources that are actually fact based. It's really bad, and a lot of it is based around them not being able to earn money and having to go into like a 9 to 5, but not knowing how to do that energetically because you can't do it. I remember when I was waiting, I was just going under. There's just things I think on a body level you can't force, and if you're not wired for 9 to 5 jobs or waiting jobs or things like that, which a lot of artists are not, you do plummet. Because I think a lot of anxiety is higher self stuff or other things. I don't know, it's subconscious stuff. I think it's an alarm system for you to be, oh, no, you're going the wrong way, you're going down the wrong path, man. And the more you drive, the more systems or flags or whatever these are just go, no, stop it. And one of these is anxiety and getting depressed. I'm not saying depression, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but just from experience with people and how I've experienced dips, I do think they're linked. So a lot of this mental health anxiousness is to do around with money and stability, not knowing how to have a process where our artistry can support our life and our life supports our artistry. So it's not a lack of talent, it's a lack of structure. Just like if you want to go somewhere, you just put Google Maps and it just tells you the paths. And if you go a detour, it can navigate you back. But if you don't have any sense of that, then you're just going off in all directions, getting exhausted, like I was saying before, with the oxygen analogy that I nailed straight away, and you just get lost. It's just familiarity with different ways of thinking and different existing ways of doing things like business, or you'll see like branding and things like this that all cohesively come together in a body of business that are there to support you. And it's the same way where I know Rich Dad Poor Dad gets a lot of stick, but I really enjoyed the first Rich Dad Poor Dad book. Was really transformational for me. I highly suggest you can listen to it on YouTube. I think it's free at the moment. It's amazing. But you can get really smart poor people who always stay poor and really dumb rich people. I'm not saying that's a category. I don't think rich people who's dumb, stupid idiots, but just for the sake of analogy, you can get really stupid rich people, but that rich person will go to be rich more, like, again, whereas you will get a smart person who will just stay poor. That's the Rich Dad Poor Dad story, because they just have habits or understanding. Well, I'll just go there. Why would I go round here and I want to go there? I'm just going to go do this, that, and the other. And they've got belief structures around what they can do, how they can do it, what the journey's probably going to be like. They've got more certainty in like how they're going to overcome challenges, where over here you'll have justification for what you're doing, but what life's this? And that's where we're basically at. We're like thriving artist who's got a music career that's a real business, who's engaging with fans and sharing their art and the music and living a free life, because that's what we want. In a way, I feel like it's modern day slavery, to be honest. A lot of the stuff that's going on, we go out to work and get some wage, It's better than being in an actual prison, but what do we get? Trading time for money. We don't get taught about this at school. Business side of things, we don't get taught at uni. Or not when I was there. It wasn't in the... I did a performance degree. It wasn't anything to do. They didn't even do a theory course, which was mental. And even theory gets taught wrong. Like really, really dryly. So, and there's things in this, by the way, which actually help the theory that you use make musical language. So you get... your music comes from your experiences, which is where the truest music comes from, I think. Experiences with other people, your imagination, but it sources from you. And like, why do you use certain chords or play things? It's there to reflect an emotion. That's what they do. And suddenly major ninth, major sevenths, all that kind of stuff become, oh, it's this kind of emotion if you use it with this tone, and that's how I can express it. It becomes like a thesaurus that you can attach to experiences and use it in your musical language all the time. It's like we're doing English or like other languages. So I went off on a bit of a tangent then, but it was a good tangent. But we don't get taught the rich dad poor dad thing. That was it. So rather than, we can have that thriving ice cream, or we can just do the same things wrong all over again, and from you obviously, it'd be really interesting to know your opinions. After we don't get taught stuff on purpose, it's really simple. The more I'm learning about business, I'm of course, obviously, if I'd been doing this 15 years ago, instead of trading my time for money or not realizing how to monetize music, which can even make me go, I'm still correcting, but it's a good thing. It's like servicing people with your music. And really doing kind of like young bloody stuff where his fans are like family. And that's really good for you, because if you're treating your fans like family, are you treating your family like real family? It like helps make you a better person. So I think it's deliberate. I think there's that quote that I'm going to paraphrase, but it's basically, it's not our fault that we got put in this position, but it's our responsibility to change it. Like, what do we want to do by the end of our lives? Look back and just blame other people. It's easy to play the victim card because there's a lot on that card that justifies doing it, but it just makes us weaker. And at the moment, information is so widely available. I know it's going a bit wild with AI, but we can do it. And if we've got it in a structure that condenses and methodically takes us through something that helps take the real us out and put it out there in ways that people can engage with, that's what we want, man. We can do it. What's it worth? It's not worth being like 95 on your rocking chair and like looking back and thinking, oh, I could have done this, could have done that, should have done that, or like watching other, you see other people that have actually tried to do something. Like, you deserve it. Like, your loved ones deserve it. You would cheat in life as well if you're not doing it. I don't even know what the percentage is to come down here. It's ridiculous. So it's not point something. I don't know what it is. It's mad. But we're here. Like, life's giving us all this oxygen, like opportunities, awareness, consciousness. We're given all these gifts that we just can breathe. Me included, by the way. It's not, I know I'm sounding like on top of my game, but I'm just a dude. It's difficult, isn't it, sometimes, where your brain goes funny places. So you owe it to yourself. I think for me, we owe it to life, whether it's a God thing, whether it's life, universe, or whatever you believe, however you label it. So we owe it. We ain't got time. I haven't got time. So let's do something. We can do something about it, man. So, how the Artist Revival Art was born. So, I joined a 90-day sprint It's like an income accelerator by a guy called Doug Boughton. I can't recommend it enough. He's on School, the Community Creators Club, I believe. He's great. And that helped me take my love of music and turn it into an offer. My original offer, I was just doing 90 days. It's called Soul to Sound, and it was about getting your music out of you and making your own music in a way that felt like you, because I teach a lot, and my primary thing I was playing piano when I was little, and I'll go into this next bit more about that. But I focused a lot on that, so I was like, right, let's do that. And then I had a chat with a content guy I was thinking of working with, and he helped me just condense it, honestly. And there's more stages to being an artist than just making music that feels like you. And this is where it was born. I had these ideas where it was going to be different stages. So there's going to be like making music and then branding and then XYZ. I'm not even sure branding was in there, but when I was thinking about it, but there was different stages. It was going to be about 3 months, and I've just compounded it in to 6 months. And it's sick. When I've been doing, it's very much a mixture of my experience personally and with people that I know, and from uni. My girlfriend's a music artist as well, very much immersed in that world, and also using AI prompts and AI to be able to deep research and blend things in a way that helps. In a way I couldn't have done it by myself. I just take like I don't know how many years, more than one lifetime, and I put it together. And AI couldn't have done it without me, because I've molded it, and I am molding it. And if you decide to come in, and the artists that will be in the group, we'll mold it together, and it'll be this awesome genesis of human-inspired experience and the tools to help shape that into something that really brings us out into the world. Human first, man. It's very much human first. So rather than using AI to just copy paste music, you have AI to help bring us out of ourselves. What an amazing tool. It's like game changing. I know there's a lot of danger around it. Who's regulating it? Where are we going to go? I think if we're going to go anywhere positive with it, we've got to make positive things out of it. And this is what this is my contribution to humanity and music with AI as well. And it's like my responsibility to do it, because I'm here and I can. So with the AI thing, just as a brief topic, I think the more of us that create what we can that's positive, that will ripple and compound into one whole thing, just like the arcsite compounded into one whole thing from like multiple, and it'll be really strong. And then we'll have something that's an option. Because in the UK, I remember years ago, they did this 5p bag at the supermarket, 5p charge for a bag. So you had to bring your own in, otherwise you get charged 5p. I was thinking, no one's going to do that. Like thousands of people, like so many people did it. So I think we just need an opportunity to be able to, or a little bit of resistance to be able to do the right thing. Most people want a really cool planet. I know there's some crazy people out there, but a lot of the arguments I see are just, a lot of us want the same thing at the core, but have completely conflicting ways to do it. So with this and the group, we're all going to be making different types of music. So let's have a community that figures out how we can live together. Because if at the core we have humanity, life, and music, their best interest here, cool, we can sort out the differences, man. We're making loads of different music about different things, and they'll be on the opposite spectrum with a lot of viewpoints. Cool. That's what makes it interesting, man. So that's the vision of the group. That's how the group's going to be, because that's what I'm going to tolerate. So with it, I can't build it on my own. I can even, I'm going through it at the arc on my with my own solo project, but I can't make it incredible without other people. I've already got my girlfriend doing it, and she's loving it, but I can't get that amount of experience for it to be tip top without other people. I want it to be a collaborative thing anyway. I want it to be worth people paying me for, that I've contributed something that they're really happy with, pay me for, of course. I'm just like free riding. But I also want it to be a collaborative thing. Like music's a collaborative thing. Life's a collaborative thing. It's a team sport. Life and music are a team sport, man. So let's like make this a team sport and support each other and make it as amazing as possible. It'll be like the arc is one part of it. It's an amazing part of it. It's a core part of it. But we've got so many other things like the community that can really support each other. And I'll at the end I'll say, but it's going to be that you can just stay once you completed it. You just stay in the community for free because we're a community, man. We're here to support each other, and it's a win for everybody. Like the people that have gone through it get a community that they've loved and contributed to, and they make friends, and they see all these other people coming in and learn from them. Boom, they win. The new people come in, and they got all these experience and help from people that have already done the arc. They win, and I win because I, as a business, I have a community that's amazing. And then if I've got other offers, because there will be stuff that I'll be putting together for once you've done the arc, where do we go? I've got people who know that what I'm about. I really want the transformation and will buy. Amazing. And we're all contributing to life and music at the same time. It's a win-win. So it's a team sport. So my history, I'll keep this brief because the previous bit's been a bit longer than I expected. I played music as a child. My dad played music. Always inspired me, being in bands. I've written my own songs, gone to uni, gone to college. It was the other way around. That would have been a bit weird. And that would have been really cool. Anyway, I went to college and then I went to uni. I've been in bands, fronted solo projects. I've written for Sony BMG for Sync. I've in my acoustic duo with my girlfriend. We played the British F1. We just played like Ford Transit 60th celebrations. So I've also had my home studio. I've written songs from there, learned how to sing, and then been very good at anything straight off. But I've just found my ways to do it, learning from other people around me or I've learned from my own students that I'm teaching, that I teach as well, but tutors in the subjects, and morphed. And I'm still morphing my skill set so I can contribute. I don't believe that good music can be alone. Sorry, I don't believe good music alone or great skill sets will build a business, because it's lacking the business side of things. But I play multiple instruments: keys, bass, guitar, drums, sing, I produce. I've been at it since I'm 37 at the time of the recording. I've been at it since technically, 4 officially, because that's when I got piano lessons. But before, I had a lot of hard lessons, not knowing how to do things and figuring out a lot of self-doubts about myself, about playing instruments and singing and gigging, and I've gone through a lot of transformations. So music's what I'm about, man. Mistake number 1 that we're doing: random uploads and just playing blindfolded darts, looking at vanity metrics. There's no framework and there's no target, like I was saying before. Whereas the Artist Resurrection method replaces the chaos with 5 pillars. So I have put this together, by the way, with sometimes it's got more notes than others, because it just helps me keep in making sure that I'm giving you the best stuff. So sometimes I'll read more of it, sometimes I won't. But the 5 stages: so we create, we brand, we launch, we monetize, and we scale. So you either create an EP or single or album. It's 6 weeks. So the arc suggests
2 to 5 songs. Now, it's malleable. You can either not know how to produce or already have a produced album or EP. It still works. So if you don't know how to produce but can get your hands on a home studio, what I would suggest, one song, very minimal instrument and vocals. If you do vocals in your thing, have it as a single. Learn how to produce through that very simply, but get something that the quality has to be there. Every single release has to have the quality. The music has got to be there. So that's an option for people who are just learning, just do piano vocals or something. Whereas if you've already got an EP or something, what I would suggest, come in with the brand and then go through, because you can always come back to the create stage, first stage, because there's some really awesome stuff in there about music as a language and habits, and you building your own creative process that you're going to benefit from it, whatever. I don't think there's a single musician on the planet, I put my money on it, that won't benefit from the create stage. It's awesome. So we can then go to or if you've just got something that you can produce yourself, or you've got a mate that produces, or that's an obvious one to go to as well for the third option. But yeah, then we've got the branding yourself, so it's people understand you straight away. We're going to launch your content, your fans, your community. We're going to get a hub. So you get your music, you brand yourself, people are going to find you, and then we're going to have a hub for you, for your community. It's also malleable. Like the hub can either be something like Discord or school or things like that, but it can be also really malleable. It doesn't have to, it can be Telegram, WhatsApp. It's very malleable to how you want to do it and personalize it. I guess really as well, if you want to go dot for dot on this, you can also sculpt it yourself and have this as a very efficient certain spine for a lot of it. It's malleable. Then we monetize, and it's not just low end offers, which is like the smaller offers, like your merch or your signed hats or whatever, or signed gimmicks sheets or some things like that. We also want to get high end offers going, because it's like 1 to 5K. Then we can get more money in for less. But you're think about selling. If you think about getting it, you get the short end of the stick as a seller, but you are completely stoked about the short end of the stick. An example is Myron Golden. Well, we'll keep it on music actually. If you think about, if you bought a vinyl for 20 quid, I don't know how much vinyls are going for now, but then that album then became something that shaped your life because of the experiences you attached to it and associated to it, what you learned musically from it, the journeys it took you on, the people you met from it. What's 20 quid? Or 35 quid, whatever vinyl. What is that? Of course you're happy spending 35 quid on that. So you'd pay, I'm sure if you look at if you're like me, you look at the albums. It was like, By the Way was the first one for me, or Jamiroquai. I would have paid more than 10 quid for that. Those CDs at the time. I'd have paid, the impact they had and the certainty it gave me and the joy it gave me and the emotional exploration. I'd paid more than 10 quid for that. So that's whatever you're selling, you just have that approach. That the thing you're selling is, I know there's hormones that's teaching, that sort of stuff, but it's like no-brainer offers. There's other people. It's just no-brainer. Obviously you would. So that's a lot of a head creaking going to, how are we going to, how can we charge that? I don't want to charge that. No. We'll get over that. And if you don't want to do a high-end offer, cool, but how you do it is up to you. I would strongly suggest doing it, because it's one of the things that you can mold in different ways, we can talk about in the group, and it's just amazing, like learning to sell like that. It just brings you a lot of peace, and there's no way I would be doing this if I didn't go through that group and I'm learning to sell in the way that I want. There's no way I'd be doing this. Like, No way. It's the transformation of the person. That's the biggest thing for this. You'll see these things, and they are 100% amazing. The biggest thing, and it might sound like a cliche, is the transformation that you undergo. They're like the fruits. You go for those because you think they're the main things, but they'll be the fruits. And like the transformation that y'all have gone through is the biggest thing. The belief shifts, the new habits you do, and the choices. Because this is the thing as well. When you go through this, it's very much do it week by week. So it's I suggest 5 days a week, around 2 hours a day, but go through it week by week, day by day, because you could just go at your own speed, but we want to build the habit of working on your business and learning how you work on your business and create. You do it at the same time. Do you have different seasons? How do you do it? How do you like to do it? It's the habitualization of that and the transformation of you into the person and the music artist. That is the most powerful, because then all these other things, like I say, they're not just fruits because they're amazing, but that's the main thing. And it sounds really cheesy, but I think that's worth. It's like almost priceless. So, especially for the price of this, I'm also going to keep it capped when it goes up, because it's lower now. You'll see at the time of recording of this, it's $47. I'm going to keep it capped at $147 a month, because I could go higher, especially when I've got artist proof and there's even more certainty around it. I could charge way more, but I want it to be affordable for music artists. I want to earn good money doing it. I want it to be affordable for music artists. So I'm not going to just charge the most I can. So, and going with the 5 steps, the 5th stage is scaling it to get bigger. Where are we going? How are we going to make this go next level? Because this is really the first stage, right? It's getting you going, getting you moving, getting your business. So it's breathing. And then once you can breathe, how are we going to exercise and get super fit? So mistake number 2. I'll keep these short. You don't have to go through it alone. Isolation kills momentum. In our community, there'll be peer accountability. I will be replying within 24 hours, apart from Sunday and Monday, because I spend my time with my girlfriend then. There's going to be weekly Zoom meetings where I jump on and we all talk about it. I offer advice. We all help each other. Then there's going to be row sections within the community. You can put what you're doing, how you want to be better. The community as well is very much what do you want as well. So I've at the time of recording, I've got a community I think slaps. However, I'm well aware that it's going to change because you guys are going to want things that I'm not thinking about. I'm thinking as well, I can build, especially with AI now, you can build apps super quick. So are the apps that you guys want that would help things move along? Are there resources that you want that I can put together for you? Are there, what is it that you ultimately want that will help you the most? That's what's going to shape. It's a team sport. We come together like that, boom, and it's locked, and it's just really molded into this amazing thing. This amazing community that's thriving, that serves us all in our different places within it. And it's very much it's not like I'm guru and you guys are like that. Even when I'm smashing it, it's not going to guru you guys. We're in it together. We're helping each other out. So let's do what we're doing it as a team, right? It's not about being a business genius. It's about showing up and taking action to get it. Sometimes I think there's 2 parts of yourself. You got lots of different parts of yourself, but 2 parts of yourself that I think need combining that I can often not combine. There's the genius in the tower on the laptop, and there's the caveman down below taking the action. a lot of us, including me, get stuck in the genius. I'm not in the genius, in the guy that wants strategy, or the girl that wants strategy and wants everything perfect, the perfectionist. I think there's an element of making things better, which is great, but if we're there too much, then we turn into a perfectionist and then we never take action. So I can 100% do that. And this, to be honest with you, making this is a thing of me being a caveman, which is just taking the best action I can, even when it's really, it's beta. It's not its perfect thing. But I can't make it perfect in my tower. I need to come down and be a caveman and do it. And that's what you guys are going to be doing. Like you'll already have these two elements of yourself, but they need to talk to each other, because the caveman won't move. You won't move the caveman if you just focused on being like the perfectionist in the tower, or the genius in the tower, because we all have genius within us and we know where we can be better. Sometimes we're wrong about that, but we want to get better. And that's amazing. But the caveman down below is also critical, because he or she actually takes action and learns on the job. Now, we want both of them, because if you're just a caveman making action, it's going to be very slow work and it's going to just be very clumsy. But he and she, that caveman also, like I say, finds stuff that he can feed to the genius in the tower, and then the genius in the tower can change his plans, but genius in the tower can feed plans to the caveman, and it's this loop, this breathable loop. So getting the caveman moving, that's what we're doing. We'll help each other do that. And the caveman gets smarter. We always want, I think, the genius in the tower to be smarter than the caveman, because we always want somewhere to go, even though the caveman does feed the genius to make him smart. So it's like this, I'd say it's a breathable symbiotic thing, but it's very important. And that's what we're going to do. It's not often, if you're on your own, you're going to get a community of people that are helping your caveman and helping you get out of your tower and helping that whole process with you, like daily. Now I'll be here in the group. You guys will be there in the group, helping each other out. We're in it together. So if you're just watching YouTube videos or something, it's great, but it takes a long time and you don't get anywhere. Well, you do get anywhere. That's not fair. You do get places, but it's a lot slower, right? And so you can lose momentum. And community is a huge part of this, of life and the group. It's also there's no courses in it. So it's all prompt based. So you just work with a GPT of your choice and you just work through them. So there's no courses to watch. If you guys want some courses, I'll make them. But the actual arc isn't a course. You just get on it. Day one, you can just go. And mistake 3, sorry for the coughing. You don't need a massive following or a label. You need a micro audience of true fans. So that's what we're going for. We're looking for 50 true fans as a metric in the art, because it's good to be able to measure stuff. So in terms of one model, this isn't just the model to go for, but if you had 50 superfans paying $20 a month, that's $1,000 a month. Like, it's possible. In the same way where later on, and you have 1,000 true fans paying $100 or pounds, that's $100,000 a year. If you have 50 of those pay $100 dollars a year, that's like $50,000. That's more than a livable wage. Well, it's a livable wage, right? It's a comfortable wage. So within this, you're going to have micro offers, smaller offers, and you'll have the big offer. So you don't have to be set on one thing. If you want to be, cool. Like, go for it. If whatever model works for you, but you're going to have the malleability to be able to pick what you want, because that's what we're doing here. So you can have both. That's what I'll be doing. But you do you, man. Whatever works for you. So the system's going to guide you to identify, nurture, and convert your real fans into revenue. Sounds very mechanical. You're going to essentially, you're going to find people who love your music, and you're going to be able to offer them something that they can support you with and brings joy to them. That's what you're doing. This convert real fans to revenue sounds really mechanical. In one aspect, yeah, that's what we're doing, but it's not. We're not looking at this as a like meat grinder. That human connection, man. This is money's energetic, so we're going to do that. We're going to transfer it in a way that is really, really beneficial and happy for both of us, both people in the exchange. So far you've seen why structure, community, and micro audience matter. You're going for a micro audience in this, because also there's people that have got mad followers. They're not converting that into fans and sales and a business, right? Sometimes you'll find, you listen to content creators and they'll release a reel or a video that gets really low views for them, but the conversion rate, because we want to get comfortable with these sorts of terms, you can have your own terms if you want, but conversion rate is really high, like much higher than a video that blows up and gets loads of views. It's not just these vanity metrics. It's both and. Yeah, it's great to have loads of views and they convert, but it doesn't just mean that if you've got big numbers, you're going to convert. Or you're going to have people that really care. Or we're looking at this as a business, so we want people to buy our things, come to our shows, love our music, want to buy merch. That's what we want. Otherwise, this isn't for you. So the quality matters. So if you want, you can either keep winging it, and what's going to happen if you do? And this is one of these things. I genuinely haven't seen. There's some amazing music artist guides out there. Big Soph's amazing from what I've seen. The Damien Keys is slamming it. There's something Trojan. A guy on Instagram. It's really, really specific. There's some amazing music mentors out there, and horses for courses, man. Whatever suits you. I haven't seen anything like this up to date. I've not seen it. I am so excited about it, and I know for the people it's right for, it's going to change lives, including mine, man. 100%. So, what won't happen? It's a rocking chair test, isn't it? It's like the Tony Robbins thing. When you're 95 and you're on your rocking chair, like I was mentioning earlier, how are we going to look back at our life, man? And I say that we let opportunity slip, or we didn't try something that we were pulled to. You always learn something. The caveman always learns stuff even when he gets stuff wrong. So we want to be out there. We want to leave it all out on the field, in music and in life, right? So again, cliche, but time's the most precious resource. And if you've made it this far, I really appreciate, genuinely, that you've spent some of your life like listening to this. So whatever you do, I don't even just want people to come in just so I get money. Like, if it's not right for you, or you're not vibing me, or you're not buying the program, 100%, and there's something better for you, go do it. 100%. It's not what this is about. So my computer's going to die very soon. So I'm going to wrap it up. But go do you. If this is for you, man, like, I'd absolutely love to have you in there. You'll find out more about yourself. If it is the right thing for you to do it, then doing it on your own, 100%. It's monthly, so you could just end as well if it's not your vibe. You'll find more information down below with what you get in it. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you truly. I wish you all the best in music and in life. And I am stoked. I would absolutely love to see you in the group. Have a dope day. Much love. Peace.